Hey YouTube! So today I am bringing you a video about sun care products with SPF in them. I try to make sure that all of my SPF products are reef safe. Usually that it'll say it on the front if it is, but I know for definite oxybenzone is something that you want to make sure that you avoid to make sure that it's not bleaching the reefs. I'll put a link below for the list of the different sunscreen ingredients that you want to try to avoid to make sure that it's reef safe. Luckily, a lot of the cruelty-free brands, the major ones, they are all automatically reef safe because they want to make sure that they're protecting the animals and the environment. So that's kind of what I stick to, but those of you who just want to know, maybe want to pick up something that's like store brand or something, I'll make sure to put a link for that below. But anyway, let's get started with what my favorite SPF products are. So my absolute favorite sunscreen is this Alba Botanica SPF 50, I think it's the Hawaiian sunscreen. Smells really good. The pretty smell wears off like with all scented sunscreens, I feel like. But at least the initial smell is great. It's really convenient. It's got the little twisty cap so that you can make sure that it locks. Haven't had any issues with that. It's reef safe. It's SPF 50. I prefer spray sunscreens just because they're much more convenient than the lotion ones, but I don't have an issue with the lotion ones. But especially if you're trying to share and stuff, you just spray. You have to make sure that you still rub it in. Just because it's a spray sunscreen doesn't mean you don't rub it in. You're not going to get the full benefits from it if you don't rub it in. But this is my favorite. It's probably the most cost-effective also of all the cruelty-free sunscreen sprays I have found. I think it retails for around $15, and sometimes you can find it for even cheaper depending on where you're shopping, and Alba Botanica is definitely the most accessible. I don't recommend the mineral spray sunscreens from Alba Botanica because they don't rub very well and they leave, I wouldn't say a white cast because I feel like that's minimizing the amount of white product that you're gonna get all over your skin. Like lotions leave white casts, but that's faint. For me, it's more of a lavender cast. But like the mineral sprays, it's just, you can't even rub it in. It's just like you're covered in flour is kind of how you look. So I definitely recommend getting just the regular broad spectrum sunscreens for sprays. If you have the extra money sitting around and you like luxury things, I definitely recommend Coola. Coola has such a huge variety of sunscreen products, bigger than I think any cruelty-free brand that I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, I really like Coola products. I tried one of the little multi-packs where you get all of the little things. I really like their lip balm with SPF and stuff. I picked this up at Marshall's because it was cheaper than usual. I think it says it retails for $39 and I got it for $19.99, so still kind of expensive. Alba's definitely still cheaper, but you get a little bit more. Also, this is 2 ounces bigger than this one, so there's that. I still think the math makes Alba cheaper, but regardless, Coola's nice. You get a couple different scent options. This one is cucumber. There's like a papaya or guava, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, Coola's a great one. It's got really a wide range of SPF face products also, and certified organic ingredients. If that's something that's super important to you, that's something to maybe keep in mind. I don't have it on me, but I also really like Badger Balm. That's one where it's lotions, and it's zinc oxide, so it is going to leave a little bit of that white cast or lavender cast of her browner tones, but it rubs in the best of any that I have seen, and the one I really like by them is the one that has the insect repellent in it also, because I think that's good for hiking and stuff. So then you're making sure that you have your SPF, but you also are protected from insects. I definitely don't necessarily recommend zinc oxide based sunscreens for if you're going to the beach and stuff, because if you're in a bathing suit and you're trying to get it on your back, you have to trust someone else is going to put enough sunscreen on your back, and I don't know, sunscreen culture, a lot of people don't necessarily love the feeling of sunscreens and stuff, so I don't know, it's a lot of trust, and every time you get in the water you kind of have to reapply. They're not water resistant, But for hiking and stuff, like if you're not getting into the water, obviously if you're hiking a lake or something, that's different. But for hiking and stuff, I think that you can easily, you're just gonna get your arms, your shoulders, etc., etc. The reapplication is not as big of a deal because you don't have to deal with sand. So I definitely wanted to mention that one. And then for day-to-day usage, I really like this Alba Botanica Very Emollient, I think it's Daily Shade lotion with SPF 15. This is not a sunscreen lotion. This is a lotion that has SPF. So just like the ones that you put on your face day to day, this is a moisturizing product that happens to have SPF in it. So I like that because in the summer I use this as my daily lotion because you just never know when you're going to get in the sun, how much sun you get. I actually sometimes will notice I will get darker just from being in my car for a long time. I don't have tinted windows or anything, so I don't have any sort of UV protection from the sun when I drive. So I wanted to look into something like this where I could just easily wear it every day. It's very moisturizing. The smell of the sunscreen is very, very, very faint. So I really like this. And then excuse me while I look on my phone because I've moved kind of. I'm going back and forth between my apartment and my parents, so I'm missing a couple things at home, but I still wanted to get this video out. I also have at my apartment, I have the Andalou Naturals Ultra Sheer Daily Defense Lotion. It has SPF 18. That one's a face lotion, like I said, and it's really nice. It smells really pretty. The moisturizing, a lot of the SPF face lotions I found to be a little oily, and I have naturally very oily skin, so I really like that one because I feel like it's great for oily skin. I'll link that down below. And then another one, that one retails for about $15, so another one that's much more budget friendly, under $10, is the Trader Joe's Enriched Moisturizing Face Lotion with SPF 15. Unfortunately, a lot of face SPF products don't go as higher than, the 15 to 20 range, so that kind of stinks, but I'm someone who believes that a little bit is better than nothing. But yeah, that one is under $10. I'm not sure how much. I want to say around $7, but I'll link that below too, although the price on Amazon is going to be different than the price in Trader Joe's, but that one's a much more budget friendly one, and those are two that I think work really well for oily skin. I'm sure they're fine for dry skin. It's a moisturizer, and yeah, so that's what I use. All right, so that's all I have for you today with SPF products. If you liked me, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and thanks so much for watching.